Hello and welcome to the Tinkercards video gallery. It's time again for another video tutorial, and it's going to be part of the Spotlight project at STAMPlorations. I'm working with the set Joyful. It's got like 4 images. I've got one already on my blog, and then loads of sentiments. And what I'm going to do today with you is I'm going to do some kiss stamping. You might have heard of it when it comes to using 2 stamps, but I'm actually going to use the Gelli plate. So you might not be able to see it entirely well, but if I lift it up, because it's brand new, never used before, so I just thought I'll just give this a go. And so I'm going to work with dye ink, and I'm using my brayer to apply the ink to the Gelli plate. I'm just needing to go and ink it up nicely. So, and all I'm going to do is I'm just rolling it up. You can just go sort of up and down really. So it's more about distributing the ink on your Gelli plate than it is about applying more really. Because due to the surface, the ink sort of stays moist for a little while. So you could even work with a few colors doing this. So I'm just going over this again. Oops. It sort of blends into itself quite well. So I'm leaving this here for the moment, just putting my brayer away. And then I'm going to take my stamp, which is the wreath from the Joyful set, and I'm just going to take some ink off. And I've got another piece of paper here, but I'm just going to pop it back on basically. So it's just a way of sort of making also like your own backgrounds really. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect where the ink is coming off, because what I'm after is a sort of a distressed kind of look. And I'll probably alter it again anyway slightly, so I'm quite happy with that. So I'll leave this here, and then I get my piece of paper. I'm going to pop it on here, and then I'll rub. So that is one. And then I'm just going to lift it up. And what I should have, which I do have, is like a really nice shadow effect. Now this is going to be cut up, so, and I'll be using that as a background. So this is the first time that I've literally tried it, so let's see. Now there's still some ink on here, so I'm going to try and lift another print off. Saying that, I'm going to I think I'll just try and spritz it with a little bit of water. I got a little bit of a spritzer thing here, so let's just mist it and see what comes up. And let's get another piece of card. And pop that on here and rub. And lift the print. And as you can see, you've got like the colour that's sort of faded with the spritzing, and you still got the slight pattern of the wreath in the background there. So that's number 2. I'm just going to see if I can get a third one off as well. And I think I'll be spraying again, sort of something a little bit blotchy. Let's just see and get a third piece of card. Yeah, it's just a single piece. And pop it on and rub. And lift off. And this is a lot more subtle, and it's almost like the pattern from the kiss stamping has almost like completely disappeared, but it's quite a nice sort of splashed background, so I shall be using that at some point. And now, in the spirit of using up as much as I can, I've still got some ink on my brayer, so I'll be just rubbing over here, just inking that one up again, and I'll be coming back with my stamp and try and take some ink out, and this time I'm going to be a little bit more careful what I do and where I'm going. I'm going in here and I'll do something there, and I'm going to do something up here as well. Take that off, and then I've got another piece here, and I'm going to place that pretty much over here, and then I'm just going to rub, and this will smudge on the side because I've got ink either side of it, so that's what I wanted to do this last because my fingers are getting really inky now. Okay, so let's just see what I'm doing here and then try and pick it up. This is I wished I would have left my nails on. So, and what you're left with is a nice little print, and this will be the print that I'm going to work with. So I shall just quickly wipe my jelly plate down. So if you just bear with me for a couple of minutes. As you can see, there's still quite a lot of ink left on there, even though it doesn't print as such anymore. So let me just get another wipe, because then I can get that off my work surface here, and I can then sort of start seeing how I'm going to put the card together. And what I'm going to do with it. As always, I'm sort of making this up a little bit as I'm going along. Oops, that's ink there. Better get that off. Let me just, oh gosh, I hate it when it gets messy. Apologies. That's why I hardly ever do these sort of things, especially not on camera. Right, let's get some kitchen roll. Just wipe this off. So I can clean that later a little bit better. It's sort of a bit streaky here. That's probably residue from the wipe. So I can get this out of the way now. All right. So here we go. I got this here, so I just need to see. I've got some paper that I've put somewhere to use underneath my project. So again, it's just some scrap paper that I got that I'm using here. So let me pop some just bits away. So this is what I want to work with. Just a second. My fingers are so dirty. I'm a little bit afraid that I might just get too much onto my project. So hence I'm wiping them again a little bit. So right, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but I've still got some ink on my brayer here, and it's a shame to sort of let that go. So what I think I'll be doing is I'll just try and come over this and do it like a two shaded rather than with white. Right, so you've got a little bit of blending going on here. So just blend the corners in a bit more. Yeah, that does look a little bit better. It's more like another two tones. So that's something you can do with the leftover ink. Just go over it in shade. Okay. So let's do that. And I had initially thought that I was going to use one of these stockings. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, does it? I did colour these the other day and cut them out. I coloured them with twinkling H2Os. It just had it all out, basically. It was just one of those. Right, so let's just see. I've pre-cut some sparkly silvery paper. That is actually quite nice. Now, how am I going to do this? If I use that, then I need something behind it, and I also don't want to copy any of my teamies, and everyone this week seems to have used the stocking. Never mind. So let's have a think. I'm going to stamp on this here now, and I'm going to get a couple of the word stamps out from the Joyful set. So just bear with me. So what am I going to do? It's not stashing through the snow. Season's greetings. Special delivery. I think I'll go for under the mistletoe. Just get this off and pop that away. Right, so I got under, I got there, and I got mistletoe. Fa-la-la. Let's just see which way I arranged them best. So I got the under here. Just see. So I just hold it up, then I kind of sort of in some way see relatively well whether I got it aligned and how I got it aligned. Now that I'm not going to use my Misty today because I want to stamp it all over the place, and I haven't used it often enough to be very confident with it in quickly repositioning the stamps really, so I just sort of give that a miss, but that will be something for another day. Let's just say I need to put that up a little bit higher, and that's it, I think. So shall I pop some, and I'm just going to randomly stamp this on here, and in order to stamp that on, I'm going to use a slightly darker colour. So I'm going to use quite a darkish lilac here. So let's just stamp one down here. I do love this writing. It's sort of slightly grungy and faded, and it's just really good. It's perfect for this type of technique. So, but when you got your print sort of slightly distressed look, that is really, I really like that. And that goes about here. Right, so I got that. This is going to be somewhere on here. I feel I want to do something around the edge. Maybe that's where I need to do some blending. Now, let's just see. So I'm going to do that with the same darker colour here. I know you might think that I'm in my purple phase. Maybe I am. I don't know. This colour scheme came more about because of the colour type of twinkling H2Os I got, and I had them out on Saturday when I coloured the stocking in, and I thought, yeah, that will be fitting. So I rather like this. I think that's just about the right. Maybe do it a little bit more this side here to get that a little bit darker, and then the other bits can stay lighter. Yeah, this is what I like. Just if I do sort of some quick border type stuff, that's what I like using the just using a baby wipe, a dried baby wipe to do my blending. Because I use them all the time anyway to clean my stamps, so I might as well use them for blending. So I've got a slightly darker than lighter, and it fades a bit, it goes into the darker again at around the edge, but not quite as much as on the left hand side. I'm probably going to have my stocking. Now what happens here when I'm blending, because I did my stamping before, it actually it darkens the stamped colour as well, as if it puts some more colour onto it, so the stamping itself will become part of the shading. I'd get a slightly different effect if I had done my blending first and then the stamping. The colours would have stayed lighter on that side. They don't darken quite to the same extent. I'm just talking from experience. Don't quite know why, but that's what it's just an observation of mine. So that's that. Right, I think I just run the edges over the ink pad. That is one of my favourite techniques to sort of blend things together, actually. Just running the edges across on the ink pad. Right, that's that. And now I've got my silver sparkly, and it's going to go onto a nice base card as well. So I'm now thinking I'll need a big ribbon, and I want a bow to be here. And then maybe just all I need to do is I might put a little silver peel off on. So the silver ribbon down here, and that's what I'll do next, and then I'll take it from there. I won't finish it on this video just simply because when I'm starting to work with ribbon, I like my card to be dry. So the card will be on the blog anyway, and it will be on the STAMPlorations blog as well as part of the Spotlight project. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me again soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.